Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Kamara now to return. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, it's Gurley. Nifty move. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They'll try the air now with Goff. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Bree's going to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. And got him in. It's Woods. And he's got this down to the 35. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he powers his way up past the 30. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Breeze. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down, here's Goff. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Rolling to his left. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Breeze now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now Breeze. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to work.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. A big play there out of Kamara. 77 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mark Barron coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. On play action, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 43 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on second down, this is Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it with West. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you that. Well, run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the ground, it's West again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And Lutz's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down is gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
If there's any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Trying to get it to Woods.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Breeze now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. His throw caught right around the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Breeze to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's gone. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's back to throw. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Again, they run with Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul searching on 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Ingram again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how